Born in citizens of Nigeria for over 6 years now. I have solicited to the states and the federal governments to establish emergency preparedness plans in place that will simulate and address all emerging threats to life. Security is just not physical, but also health security. We see each day how markets, buildings, and cars and other structures go up in flames, and there are hardly any fire trucks to quell the fires. And now we are faced with the indiscriminate threat of COVID-19. Our federal and state governments have deployed ineptitude and irrationality with reckless abandon. They have plunged our people deeper into a sea of varying difficulties and debts, crafting and dictating policies with unprecedented reverse consequences. They have marched out soldiers to the streets and roads to abuse and maim citizens they never cared for in the first place. People who live day to day and have neither reserved finances nor food. Many have surrendered to death, and by the time this pandemic is over, we will have more death from hunger and disease than from COVID-19. Essentially, government has accepted our living conditions. While I must say that we are still in the loop, all is not clear, and it's not yet the right time to encourage crowding of any kind, like churches, markets, and festivities. Governments lift and ban, or governors on these things are endangering lives. But to go as far as banning public transportation, as we see in Imo State today, and to arrest people trying to retrieve water is evidence of a lack of empathy, care, and irresponsibility. It's a decision based on erroneous presumptions. It is counterproductive and hollow, to say the least. Police officers, engineers, security personnel, nurses, doctors, civil defense staff, and all soldiers, and all other food suppliers are engaged in essential services and do need mobility to move around. The sick must be conveyed to hospitals, so placing a total ban on transportation it will do more harm than good. We see soldiers and police confiscating cars and bicycles that they will sell in black markets after this is all over. There's no strategic thinking or planning, just a militarized power drunkenness and loss of human kindness in governance. Meanwhile, Buhari government has shifted our federal funds to bail out his own people in the north, while the rest of the nation suffers. The last we saw was just days ago, when federal government disbursed over 2.5 billion naira to citizens in Katsina. For the past 2 years or so, many northern citizens have been paid all kinds of federal funds. No federal projects in any states, but all in the north. This is a moral outrage. Federal funds should be equally distributed across the nation. If not, it is no longer a federal government. Buhari came to build up the north and to destroy the south. And I do not blame him. I blame the soldiers and police from the north, from the south, who allow themselves to be used to oppress their own people for the benefit of the north. And I blame all southern APC members who know for a very long time there's no equity in Buhari government and still support it. How long will we have to be enslaved in the south before we reject this second-class status we are placed in? I do not know about you, but my siblings, Buhari government has gone too far in attempting to demonstrate how powerless and worthless he feels about southerners. While Boko Haram war is taking huge financial toll on Nigeria, whatever is left is diverted to the north. Ethnic discrimination has reached unhealthy levels, and we keep on waiting and hoping for the government to change. A nation cannot thrive and prosper when only one group is in power and sharing the overall resources of all citizens. And we cannot enforce lockdown rules in the south while Northerners feel free to move about their business, spreading this COVID-19 and essentially endangering the rest of the nation. We have seen northern youths moving into Delta and other places in the midst of this tragedy, and I will definitely spread it wherever they go. If there's a lockdown, let us all citizens observe it from north to south. These are real precarious moments, whether in Anambra or in Katsina. There should not be any relaxation of the rules. Doing so will cause more deaths. Social distancing, mask wearing, sanitizing can never be enough. Government should do more to provide for all Nigerians. Citizens should be able to retrieve their money from banks and buy food so to meet their essential needs. An individual walking alone does not pose any health risk. What government should discourage is crowding and physical contacts, and coordinate the burial of all COVID victims by dispatching health workers to monitor these burials and ensure all materials used in burials are disposed of according to some health guidelines. Abakari's burial exposed our lack of effective supervision in handling burials. We saw our people without protection who were involved in burying the coffin. While we saw blood stains in his coffin, we even saw those who bore his body disposing their outfits so carelessly on the corner of the street. We have essentially become our worst enemies. In Kano and other northern cities, we have seen crowds burying COVID disease victims in only clothes and mats and burying them on their shoulders. Regardless of religious or cultural practices, any COVID victim ought to be carefully buried in tight coffins with less crowd. What I'm seeing in some parts of Nigeria today is very appalling. Let us get serious. Let us be real. And our government must protect all Nigerians in China from abuse and humiliation, and release Bishop Samuel Benjamin from protesting while he's placed under house arrest. And now, if I have to add my own thoughts, now I believe that Nigeria as a whole is heading towards a financial crisis of unimaginable proportions. Thank you. May God bless you.